Hey guys, it's Dajir. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I feel like it's been so long since I filmed like a makeup tutorial or whatever, so like I don't know, this should be interesting to see how my makeup turns out today. But yeah, if you could read the title, you could see by the title, this is going to be Chit Get Ready With Me, but it's actually going to be a little bit different just because I'm just going to be talking about like kind of like myself, I guess, and like my social anxiety. I feel like I mentioned it here and there, but I feel like this video is going to be like full of it, me explaining it, me like saying how I like deal with it and stuff like that, I guess, or just like how it is for me. I guess it's gonna be hard to explain. I never really did a video like this where I'm like explaining something because I'm really not good at explaining things. I feel like I'm not very smart, so I'm not good at explaining things, so this should be interesting. But like it's my experience, so hopefully it should be like a little bit better. But yeah, I guess if you want to see that, then just keep on watching. So yeah, I'm just gonna be doing like a half cut crease, I think, but like since this is a Chit Get Ready With Me or whatever, I'm not really going to be explaining what I'm doing. I'm just going to be talking about like other stuff and stuff. So yeah, yeah, I guess we'll just get into it. As you could see by the title, and I guess I've said it a few times if you've seen some of my other videos. Like I think I said it in like my makeup therapy video, I'm not really sure, but yeah, I have social anxiety, and I guess I'm just gonna like kind of explain what that is, or explain like what it is to me, I guess, and stuff. So yeah, I guess we'll just start like back in school. I kind of felt like I was like that there was something wrong with me, I guess, in a sense, or like that I was different than other people just because like I don't know, you know how like in high school, I'm trying to find this brush that I cannot find. Okay, found it. You know how like in high school when like people just have like friends and like cliques that they click with and stuff, and people are just like, I don't know, there's just a bunch of different like personalities in high school. I was always like very quiet, and obviously I keep saying, I'm gonna say obvious a lot. I say obviously, which I don't know, it's just something that I say. It's so annoying, but yeah, I would always get super anxious and like have a panic attack basically when it was like time to go to school. Like when I had to wake up and go to school like the day before, I would always just have very like anxiety provoking and like very sad, like intrusive thoughts that I didn't want to have about like going to school, because I had such bad like social anxiety and like anxiety just being in school. So I always thought like, I don't know, that there was kind of like something wrong with me just because I wasn't really like everyone else. Well, in my eyes, I wasn't like everybody else, in the sense like I didn't have a bunch of friends. I wasn't like outgoing, and I didn't like not that I didn't like talking to people, but like my anxiety prevented me from like talking to people like a normal person, I guess, in my eyes. Like I felt like I was looked at as like very weird for the way that I would talk to people, just because like of my anxiety. I felt like I wasn't good at like holding a conversation, or that if someone would have a conversation with me, I would seem like super weird and stuff. So that was also something that like gave me anxiety. Just like having social anxiety for me is super weird, because not weird, but like is interesting, I guess, because like not only do I have like anxiety about being in social situations, I have anxiety about like the way I act because of my anxiety in social situations, I guess. So I don't like talking to people, and like, and also because I just feel like a lot of times I feel like I don't know what I'm talking about and stuff. So I feel like that's another thing with anxiety. I think like it makes me doubt what I'm talking about and like doubt myself and stuff. With my anxiety, I have very like, what's the word, like I don't know, like self-deprecating, I don't know, thoughts, and like just like thoughts of me being, this is how I feel, like inferior to others, like and stuff. So like that's a part of my anxiety as well. So Like I just don't really like, oh yeah, I get like anxiety talking to people and just being in situations. Like, so basically my, like I try to limit where I go and like places I go and hang out with people and like doing things, because I get really like bad, like debilitating anxiety thinking about it, or even like doing the situation when it has to do with like other people or like social situations, I guess, hence like social anxiety and stuff. So yeah, it was just really hard for me like in high school and stuff, and also like during when I would have like jobs and stuff, when I would be like, for instance, I worked at like an ice cream place, so like I would feel a lot of anxiety going to work, and then like once I got there, when people would like ask, I guess in order what they wanted, I would feel like a lot of anxiety, and I would always try to like plan what I think people are going to say next in my head, and then like if they don't say what I think, because obviously they don't hear my thoughts and people are different, so they don't say exactly what you think they're gonna say, then I would have like really bad anxiety about it, and like I don't know how to explain it, it's very weird. But yeah, back to school, I guess. So yeah, in my senior year of high school, I actually did service school just because my anxiety was like really bad, which I don't know, I really like doing that because I didn't have anxiety anymore because I wasn't around people. But I feel like that made it worse because like I'm learning in therapy, like eliminating something is just like making it so when I'm not doing it anymore, so like it's not helping me get over anything because I'm avoiding it. So like yeah, it just kind of like makes it worse, I guess. So I look like sick, I don't know why. But yeah, kind of just like makes it worse when you like avoid it, because I don't know, it's very hard to explain, but like you're not doing it, so you're just avoiding it. So when it actually happens, like the thing that you are avoiding happens, it's worse than before because you haven't done it in so long, and my anxiety just like gets worse, I guess. I don't know if I'm explaining that right. When I was in school, like I keep saying like how I was feeling in school, but I didn't know like that I had social anxiety when I was in school. Honestly, I just thought I was like, there was something wrong with me, and I was really sad all the time, which I was. So yeah, I don't know, I just didn't know what was wrong with me. But then like I don't really know when, like after high school sometime, I guess, I don't know if I started doing research or if I just like seen it one day and was like, oh, I probably have social anxiety. But like I kind of like knew before I like started going to therapy, and then they told me, and I was like, oh yeah, that's like what I think I have or whatever. But like I didn't know before, so like that's something else that's like worse, like not knowing, because then you feel like, I mean I still feel like this, like I feel like there's something wrong with me, and like that I'm a weirdo who acts different than other people, just because like I don't know, I didn't necessarily, I mean even though I know what it is now, I still feel that way sometimes. But like not knowing what it is like worse too, because like you know that you're feeling things but you don't necessarily know what it is, and you just feel worse. So yeah, I'm trying to like work on it and stuff, but I have like it's hard because I get very like sad and stuff during that. I've been going through it recently, so I'm surprised that I even like sat down to film this video recently. I've like been very like sad. I'm not gonna say depressed because I actually don't know if, I mean I think that's what it is, but I'm not gonna say it because I know people don't like when you say that. But yeah, recently, so I just been having like very bad intrusive like thoughts and stuff. Shoot, I dipped into a shimmer shade. So that's been like hard and stuff, but I've been trying to like work on my anxiety and stuff through therapy and like ERP, I think that's what it's called. I don't know, I really don't know, guys. I think that's what it's called. But yeah, I've been trying to like work on it and do better, but it's really hard. So I'm gonna like try to explain this in the best way that I can. So like it's like trying to work on something because you want to do something in the future. So like my dream, like my dream, my biggest dream is like I really want to be an actress. Like I don't know, I keep saying I don't know why, I really want to be an actress, And yeah, that's just something that I really want to do. But with my social anxiety, like I just don't know if I can, just because I don't think that I'm good enough. Or sometimes, like, I don't know, in my head, like my anxiety will tell me that like I don't deserve, or that I'm not, like, yeah, I guess good enough to do it. So like, I don't know, it's very hard. So think of it as like this: you're trying to work through something to be able to do something that you really want to do in life, but basically yourself, because I mean, just 'cause it's my anxiety, but I've had it for so long that it's hard to like differentiate between what's my anxiety and what's actually like me. So like basically like trying to work through something that's hard to do, because like therapy and stuff that I'm doing is like hard for me. So like trying to work your way to be able to do things that you want to do in the future, but in your head you're like saying like you won't be able to do these things, you're not good enough to do these things. Like it's very hard to try to push past those thoughts, to do something, to get better, to be able to do something that you think that you can't do, that you're not like able to do. So I guess that's, I hope I'm explaining that right and good. Like I hope it makes sense, because I feel like when I'm talking it doesn't make sense all the time. But yeah, so that's kind of like what I've been going through recently. Like I've been like thinking like that and like stuff like that, like I won't be able to do it and stuff. So like there's no point in like trying to do like my therapy homework and like stuff like that to help me get better, because in my head I'm like, oh well, even if I would get better, like I won't be able to do it anyways, which I guess is just my like anxiety talking. But like it's just hard sometimes to like push past those thoughts and stuff. So yeah, that's what I've been going through recently, and I've just been like very sad and like just, I mean, essentially depressed, I guess. But I've been trying to like work through it, and like I don't know, I just really want to be able to do the things that I want to do, I guess. And like even if I'm not good at it in the beginning, like I can still practice. But like my anxiety is stopping me from like going to school for it, and like I don't know, going to like clubs and stuff for it, and thinking that I can do it. Like this is gonna sound, I don't know, like I don't want it to sound like I'm like it's stupid, which I mean maybe it is, but I don't know, like that's just like the type of stuff that goes through my head and stuff. And also like I just get like, I don't know, like defeated, I guess, and sad sometimes, because like I'm not working right now and like stuff like that. So then I feel like I'm a failure to like the people who I live with and like my mom and stuff, because I'm not like doing things like that. So it's just like that, on top of like the thoughts that I have about me actually like being a failure and all this other stuff. It's just like hard to like, I don't know, deal with, I guess. So yeah, that's recently what I've been going through. And I guess, yeah, I don't know, that's just always something, honestly, that I went through. Like even in like high school and stuff, I was always very sad and stuff, like going to school, just because I felt like I was different and like felt honestly like a weirdo, because I felt like I was so different than everybody else, and I felt like I looked like I was different. Like I'm not, like, first of all, yeah, I look different and that's another thing, like we'll get into that like later. But like I feel like I looked like there was something wrong with me. So like that made me have anxiety and like make me feel sad and stuff even more, because like I'm like, well, first of all, I don't look cute. That's another thing. Like I don't have high self-esteem. So I'm like, okay, so now like I'm not cute, I'm like weird looking, I'm like ugly and stuff. But also I look like I'm weird because of the way I act, the way I talk and stuff like that to other people, because of my anxiety. So it was just like a lot. I mean, it still is like a lot to like, and I don't want to make it seem like it's the biggest thing in the world, because like obviously it's not. There's things that are like more like other things that are going on. I'm just like trying to explain to like people who are watching this who may also have social anxiety or are going through things that they don't know what it is. Like I'm just trying to like explain how like it feels and stuff, or felt. I mean, no, I still feel that way, but like I just don't go out and stuff. So yeah, when I was in school, that was like another thing. So I don't know, it was just very hard. I just remember being like depressed and stuff in school, even more than like now because of like all that stuff. So yeah, school was hard and stuff. I'm trying to explain more about like my anxiety. So I guess like with social anxiety, I'm not a doctor so I'm not good at like explaining my diagnosis and stuff. I guess I'm just good at explaining like obviously what I go through, because like that's how I feel. I'm kind of okay at putting that into words, but I'm not good at putting like diagnoses and explanations of what my anxiety into words, because like I'm just not good with words because I'm not that smart. So I guess like I could probably look up what social anxiety is. That's a good idea. Okay. So, social anxiety, it says a chronic mental health condition in which social interaction cause irrational anxiety. For people with social anxiety disorder, everyday social interactions cause irrational fear, irrational anxiety, fear, self-consciousness, and embarrassment. I don't know what self-consciousness means, but yeah, that's basically I guess that's the best explanation for it. Like just social situations cause me like anxiety, and like every time like I'm in social situations I just feel embarrassed. And I think it's also because of like I don't have high self-esteem, so I don't like, I think that I'm weird looking and I think that I'm ugly, and I think like I just have like body image issues. So like that's another thing that causes me anxiety, because I'm like, oh well, people are looking at me and laughing because I look a certain way. So like that is something else that goes with my anxiety as well. So yeah, and it also like stops me from, oh here it is, doing like new activities and stuff that I feel like would be interesting to try, or that I would like to try. Just like also with like acting and stuff, doing like, I don't know, like classes and like stuff like that, because I have a fear of like embarrassment, I guess, in a way, because I know like I don't want to look stupid, even though I already feel like that way. I just don't want, I guess, other people to see me that way. I don't know, it's very hard to explain. That's another thing, like I'm not good with my words, because like I feel like because I'm focused a lot on my anxiety a lot of the time, so then I'm not like very good with words. And also, like I said, I don't feel like I'm very smart, so that's something else that like is with my anxiety, because when I'm talking to other people I feel like I'm not smart and I'm not saying the right words, or I sound stupid with the things that I'm saying. So then I just try to talk to people like as least as possible. So like I try to limit my social interactions and stuff, because I don't know, it's just better that way, I feel like, for me, and like for everybody to just like not be around me, I guess, in social situations. So yeah, I'm trying to think of like more ways to talk about my anxiety, like what else that I go through. It's just very like hard, because I can't do basic normal things that people usually do, and then I feel even worse about it because I feel like a weirdo because I can't do certain basic things that like normal people can do. And I'm like, I don't know, I just always feel different like in a way, and like I don't know, like kind of like isolated, because I don't know, I just feel so like different, and I feel like I am in a way. Like I mean, not everyone is like perfect and exactly the same, but like I don't know, I can't even do basic like skill, like I don't have basic human skills, I feel like in the sense of like social interaction and stuff. So then that makes me feel like I don't know, I try to like not have friends and stuff, because I feel like people don't want to be around me because I'm like weird and stuff. So I try to limit my friends. And then like I don't know, that's another thing, when I'm around people. So I've been told I have a very like, because I truly feel this way, so other people have told me that it's not true, I just feel like people don't want to be around me, or like are bored of me, which I mean makes sense to me why, because I'm like weird and stuff. But other people told me like that's not the case. But yeah, so I just try to like because of my anxiety of being in social situations, like also just have like I feel like people don't want to be around me, so I try to limit that as much as possible for them, because I'm like, oh well, I don't want to put you in a situation where you're gonna be with me even though like you don't want to, and then you would feel bad saying that you want to leave or that you don't want to be around me. So I guess I just limit it for that reason, like, as well. So yeah, that's like something else with my anxiety, is that like I can't really be around people that much. Well, obviously social anxiety, but like even people that I know or have known for a long time, and like family and stuff. Sometimes family, like, I don't know, just feel like not unwanted because like the person is making me feel that way, but like just because that's like, I don't know, like I don't want to bother them with my presence, I guess it seems. So like that's something else that like goes through my mind and stuff with social interactions. So it's also like not just like me feeling anxious in the social situation, it's like me not wanting to bother the other person with my presence. I guess I'm gonna do this eyeliner real quick. Okay, I look crazy right now, but I just did like a liner. Whatever. I mean, I didn't explain the rest of what I did. I don't know why I'm explaining that, but yeah, I just did a liner off camera. But yeah, back to talking about what I was talking about. So yeah, I honestly don't even remember where I left off. But yeah, I guess I'll just talk about like the future, I guess. I'm gonna try this new, not that I was talking about what I was doing, but I'm gonna try this new e.l.f. primer. I literally just got it. It's the Poreless Putty Primer. Let's see. I'm trying to like work on my anxiety so I'm able to pursue like the career that I want and stuff. So it's just hard some weeks because I've been feeling like a very overwhelmed anxiety, like sad feeling. So it's hard. I burped. It's hard to like be able to do like the homework and stuff that my therapist gives me to do, because I just don't even want to like get out of bed. And also recently, I don't know, I've been feeling, I mean, I usually don't like the way I look, but I've been feeling like even worse about the way I look. Like I literally feel like I look like a monster. Like I literally look like the guy from SpongeBob who hid the pickles under his tongue. Like that's literally what I look like. But yeah, so like it's just hard because a lot of like the homework that I'm doing and stuff, because it's like with my anxiety, is like doing stuff around people, doing like presentations and stuff. I'm gonna try this new Sonia Kashuk sponge, but just doing stuff around people because of obviously my anxiety and stuff. So I just don't, every time like it's time for like, or like when I feel people looking at me, I feel like I'm going into like a panic attack because I feel like I look like a monster. I don't know how I'm even filming this right now. It's different. Oh, also, this is something that I feel like I want to talk about. People, like, even when like it came out that like Summer Walker had social anxiety, and they're like, how do you have social anxiety when like you're a celebrity, I guess, in a way, or you post like, because she posts like body stuff and like twerking stuff on Instagram, because whatever. It's so different when you're, and like me posting on YouTube and stuff, it's so different when you're in the comfort of your own home. Like I'm literally not in front of everybody, like anybody. Like I'm literally by myself in my room. So like I don't have, I mean, I still get anxiety when I film, don't get me wrong. Like I get such bad anxiety because like I'm like, oh, I sound so stupid, especially when I'm editing. Like I'm like, oh, I sound stupid, like I look bad, like my makeup like doesn't look good and stuff. So like I still get anxiety because of those things when I'm filming, but it's way less anxiety than like if I would like sit down in front of like people and like do it and stuff. So yeah, that's another thing. So yeah, I just am trying to work on the future. I'm hoping that I will be able to do what I want to do, because I don't know, I just like, I really want to do it, even if I'm not gonna be good at it. I mean, who knows, you never know if you're gonna be good at something or not unless you try. And you can pretty much do anything. What was it, like you put so and so amount of hours into something and you're like, a pro at it. Like, so as long as you like practice, I'm pretty sure you can like do anything you want. It's just hard for me, and it's weird because I'm not even that type of person. Like, I'm literally the type of person to be like, oh, you can literally do anything, like, to other people that you want, like, your, like, follow your dreams, you can achieve them, like, you can do anything, like, you're strong, you're powerful. But like, to myself, I'm like, no, like, oh, like, you can't do it, you're not good enough, like, you suck, you'll never be good enough, and all that other stuff. But like, to other people, I'm like, and I believe those things about other people, but like, I don't know, with myself it's just different. So I don't know, it's really hard when you don't even like believe in yourself. You believe those things that you tell yourself because that's what you've been like telling yourself for so long, and that's what you've been hearing from yourself for so long. And it's weird because I have the best like immediate, well, family too, but immediate family. Like, I love my mom and my sister, like, they're the best. They always support me, and they always like tell me I'm good at things, and they always tell me, like, I don't know, but just like in myself, it's just like I have such bad self-esteem, and I believe those things that I like tell myself, that like I'm not good, or like I'm ugly, and like I'm not smart and stuff. Like, I truly like believe that I'm not smart, and that like I'm like, you can't tell me differently, really. So I don't know, I guess that's another thing I need to work on. Like, I need to work on my self-esteem. And this is an anxiety video. So yeah, that's kind of like what my anxiety is. And I'm trying to like, I'll try to give, like, when I go into stores, I literally feel like, imagine like, I'm trying to see what I can say. Like, imagine like you, and it's irrational, so I know that it's not like the same thing as this, but I'm just trying to put like what I'm feeling into a position of like normal people would feel. So like, imagine you're like walking home from somewhere, and you're in a dark alley, and like you hear sounds around you, and you just feel like uneasy, and you have bad anxiety, and you like feel like you like are gonna have a panic attack, and like you're going into like, your body is kicking in like fight or flight mode. That's kind of what it feels like to me, like when I am in public or am around people and stuff. And sometimes even people that I know, which is like something that makes me feel even more like a weirdo, because I'm like, I know these people, literally family sometimes, like I know these people, they probably think like I'm a lunatic, like because I feel anxiety, and I feel like I show it around people who I literally have known, like it could have been like my entire life. So like, that's kind of what it feels like to have anxiety. And also just like with me, it's like I'm also like sad all the time. But yeah, I guess let's end this video off, not end this video off, because I think I'm gonna put on some lashes and then like do my lashes off camera. But let's end this video off by saying I am trying to work on myself, and I'm really trying to like do it so I can be happy in life and like not have so much anxiety, because I'm sure I'll always have anxiety. That's just, I feel like, the type of person who I am. But I'm trying to work on it so I can be able to pursue the things that I want to pursue, maybe even like be successful, maybe be a successful actress in the future. And if you feel like weird or different because you have anxiety, or you feel like you have anxiety and you feel weird or different about it, like, I mean, even though I do, I really don't think that you should. And maybe to try talking to someone who is close to you and who you trust, because it is really good to talk to people, but like, I don't know, sometimes it just feels like you're alone and stuff, and just know that you aren't alone also. Okay guys, so I guess this is the finished look. Not that I was like talking about what I was doing and stuff, but it's just like a, let's see, a little bit, that's kind of cute. Okay, like a half cut crease. But I just wanted to say, like, yeah, don't ever feel like discouraged because of your mental illness and stuff. You are like capable, and you are normal. Not that that's a word that applies to like human beings, because nobody is normal, but you aren't weird. You are accepted, and you are heard. So just don't feel like discouraged if you have a mental illness. There's always ways that you can help, and especially nowadays, I think there's like well, I do my therapy through like chat, but I used to go in person just like with the quarantine and stuff. That's how we do it now. But I think there's ones that do that like all the time, like full time. And I'm sure there's ways like around it if you can't afford it and stuff. But just know that like it will get better. I'm still like trying on that part, but yeah, it will get better. And yeah, you are worthy of chasing your dreams and excelling at your dreams, and at least having an opportunity to work on your dreams and try to, yeah, be successful, I guess. So we're still working on that over here, so let's see where that goes. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, or I guess me, my videos aren't always like, sometimes I throw a little bit of talking about my anxiety in there, but usually they're like pretty upbeat. And I want to try to start doing more Chit Chat with me about like different topics and stuff. So yeah, if you like this video or you like me, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Turn on my post notifications to be notified every time that I upload, because I think I might try getting into uploading more than once a week, so I'm not sure yet, but I usually post once a week, no set days yet. So you should turn on my post notifications to be notified when I upload. And yeah, you are worthy and you are important. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.